I tell a man all the while, the baddest man I know is myself, I don't associate with bad man. If me and you are a friend and you are in gangster thing, I just keep you from a distance. So I don't impose things over here, hear them talking. And when I hear all the commissioner, like I think I was hearing a clip that the commissioner said we were criminals or something, that hurt. Because I say, this is a new commissioner, and when he's saying that it must, because what they hear coming out, are people saying these things, and nothing is like that. So I really want a real investigation. If you get some independent person or whatever we want, some real investigation to do, people in the force can do it, but they say this Spanish Town thing, I don't trust this Spanish Town. I'm hearing a lot of things now, say this gangster thing will link with the police in Spanish Town. So if Spanish Town investigate, I don't think this thing would come out with, you are hearing my side now, and yes, you have to hear the other side now, but investigation will prove what I said is what I saw and what I outlined. That is what happened. I am positive that is what happened. That is what happened. So the only time I didn't know what really happened is that little time that I passed out when the accident. So I don't know what they did in that little time, but I know what I saw.
They talk about 5 guns found in the car. That's what I heard.
5 guns.
5 guns found in the
no,
car.
I was armed with 1 gun, and I'm sure Corporal Williams had 1 gun and Corporal Scott the other gun.
So it should be 3 guns.
3 guns. It is 3 guns. 3 guns. So if they find 2 other guns, we don't know nothing about those guns.
So your gun was actually found. It seems you didn't have your gun.
No, I didn't. It's when I escaped from the when I passed, I figure when the vehicle it collide, I thought my gun nothing drop out of my hand, so I didn't recover my gun from there. But I don't know anything about any other gun. Any other gun was there, I don't know. Those must maybe when we passed out. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you about those 2 guns.
They say that all 3 of you, and one of the reasons why they say you're rogue cops is that at least 2 of you were in suspension. First we hear 3, then we hear the man who was driving wasn't on suspension, but you and the other colleague are on suspension. Or the commissioner finally said that nothing of the sort. But what is the real? What is the truth?
No, we are not on suspension. Let us speak for myself first, and then I think I can speak for Corporal Scott. Yeah. In 2015, I was involved in a fatal shooting. Fatal shooting is a police. It was an operation. I was on patrol. Yeah, we involved in a shooting incident where a man challenged the police, and he was shot and killed. Indicom did an investigation, and they make a ruling that we should be charged. We were charged. We were charged and brought in front of the court. I think a decision was made from the High Command, said knowing that the strength of the case was something that I think they looked on it and saw that there wasn't a lot of weight that they was called as evidence to prove that it was a murder, that Indicom. So with the High Command, knowing we again, what we were saying, we are like I don't want to maybe go so I say a mad cop, but we are decent police officers. Alright, put it at time. They have to say me as a decent police officer, as a person that have a good work ethics and all the good attributes, or most of the good attributes of counsel. So that decision was made that I remain on duty but come off frontline duty. So I come off the operational aspect of my policing and just do not a frontline. So I would just like a dex.
Okay. So at this time when this incident happened Saturday night, you weren't doing any frontline duties?
No frontline duty.
Any of the other police were doing frontline?
No, they weren't. As I say, we heard about the thing and decided that we'll go over there.
As police officers, that you know you are, even though
even though we're police officers, but we are civilian. You always be civilian. We are police officers. So we went over there, and so I was not And so actually that case now is still in front of the court. A trial date has also set for that incident. Corporal Scott now, he involved in an incident, it was 2017. And Indicom 2017. Yeah, either late 2016, early 2015. Indicom charged, yeah, I think Indicom charged, but that case have some problem with the low and the higher court. There was a judicial review and they were supposed to wait and Indicom they proceed and charge Corporal Scott. But there is some rigmarole with that case. But that case is actually, and Scott again knowing that officers have good attributes, the High Command again make a decision that he was remain on duty, just come off frontline duty, but remain, and so he's not on suspension. And Corporal Williams, I don't know if he have been any charge, he's not on any subject, so he is active, inactive.
I hear the Terence Bent has been calling for a national policy as to how police should operate. I don't know if you heard that. Because all of this that we're hearing, it would seem, one would assume that you people are rogue cop, and I guess it's on that basis that he has made that national call that there should be a national way of operating, and it shouldn't be just be police officers who dictate how their juniors operate. It should be a national thing. Would you support something like that?
Well, I support something like that, and as an organization and everything, we have good and bad. I don't even like to use the word good and bad, but we have people who fall off track more time, and there are systems, there are mechanisms in the system that do. You see, they talk about the force all the while about the police is this and that. I don't think you have an organization in the world or in Jamaica that have the amount of mechanism or things that there to pull up police to the standard there. So having that now is a thing that I think there's a system like that already there. But because of this incident and people don't do the investigation, is just saying that now, it's just like maybe just catching up. They are catching up by just saying that now. Yeah, but things are there, and I support. I'd support that, and I will continue to support something like that.
Anything else that you'd want to tell the public about that incident? Because there are lots of misconceptions. Myself don't even know the true story. Just know.
Well, I have heard a lot of things they are saying. But I'm telling you, Jamaica, I am not a person of many words. Most people who know me. I'm not a person that go out and run my mouth. But I am telling anybody listening to this interview, man, anybody who know Kirk Fraser, I want to speak for myself first, and I'm almost sure if you go anywhere in the force or in the community where Corporal Ramon Scott and Corporal Rowan Williams live, people will tell you that we are a model citizen. We are people of high integrity. We are people that people love, people respect at work. People will tell you, people respect. When we are at work, and people can tell you, whenever we are at our workplace or go to other formation, where you normally would have officers, you would have the juniors, you would salute the officers. Well, I am not disrespecting no one. I'm just telling you the respect we have. Officers will see us first and brace. Show you the level of respect that they have for us. They will do that. And it's no disrespect. I will quickly do a salute that we're supposed to pay our respect. But they will see us, and sometimes we have officers where normally, how they work, so you will salute them. They just come and shake our hand and they respect us. And I can tell you that happened to me up to recently. That happened to me, like I think the day before the incident, where I saw an assistant commissioner, and the first he just went and said, "You alright, man? You alright? Everything is good?" Every time you see always everything is good. How is the work? And So I am telling Jamaica now that all this thing that I'm hearing up there, it is everything far from the truth. What I am saying now, that is what happened, and persons with me on the scene could come forward and even say what they see, and you will see that what I am saying now, some of people corroborate with it. And the scene is a long stretch of road. All of that scene stretch of road need to be chrome. And you will find it different, because you must find some of the warheads and the spent shell from their weapons, from that white undersea, also from our weapons that we were firing.